Hi everyone, this is William Yutani Inc. 91, writer, director, and animator of Aliens Unleashed. I've made this video to basically thank all those who commented and liked my video. Um, like I've gotten to over 140 likes so far, and I just want to say thank you for all those who said nice things about it and who gave me their likes and said nice things about it, despite the fact that I'm not really a good animator. I really appreciate all that, and I want to thank each individual person whose nice comments I've seen, but not the ones who said bad things. I mean, anyway, I want to thank and Greek Peace for saying for saying nice work and everything. Like he said, I grabbed the alien feeling, which was really cool. He like this guy said, like T Phone 239700 said good work, and like always saying it's a great continuation of the original Alien storyline, which is awesome. This guy Steven Anderson said that he can't wait for part one and part three, which I'm really trying to get working on, but things have come up. Like this guy said, to all the negative comments, the animation is not the best, which is true. Like I'm sure people can do better, but he said the story is cool and he liked it, which is great. This guy, like Alexandro Lima said, cool story. Like Ritter Crazy said, wow, such hard work, well done. Good stuff, a bit rough, but overall nice job, says Chris in Vale, which is really nice. Um, Saren Atticus. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong. Obviously, a lot of work went into this, despite many movements where the animation had me rolling. The team that put this together is talented. This is almost like a moving storyboard that big budget directors can do to use as a rough draft to determine the flow of the scene and camera angles. Like I put this on my resume for sure, which is actually nice considering that that's my job right now. I make storyboards for a local sci-fi project, which is what's been delaying my other projects because I've got to work on my paid job. Um, and this guy says wasn't the best quality, but the story, dude, the story. This is the link to the original Alien universe, and I'd love to see to be part of the movie. Amazing work, which is really nice. That's what so I can't pronounce this guy's name, but like this guy says, very well done for first attempt. Some work to do, but really enjoyed it. You did with the overall storyline and characters, excellent. But where's Ripley? And don't worry, if I can get these other ones done, Ripley will return. I promise you that. Um, Bob Murphy says, amazing work. Really enjoyed this. Look forward to the next one. Thanks again to all involved. Well done, which is really nice. Justin Lazenta said, damn, that was an amazing film. Definitely worth the wait. Thank you very much for making this. By the way, love the ending, which is really cool because I really love what I've set up for the second film. Great video, better story than anything Fox has put out in the last 20 years, says Danny Merkin, which is really cool. I mean, that's one of the most flattering things anyone's ever said. This is actually a friend of mine, Summer Glau channel. He was the one who supplied me with the Summer Glau model that I used in this film and the second film coming up. As someone who's followed your projects from the start, I can say that you've done a tremendous amount of work putting the fan film together. You can be proud of the final result, which is really nice. I Fruffy Film says this was a joy to watch. It's clear you put a lot of time and effort into creating the film, and it shows. Congratulations on a great film. And lastly, this is amazing. When is the next one coming out? Which I will try to get on that as soon as possible. I also want to thank my three biggest fans who have been following me since I started posting animations. TZMC219, Dustin Lanzana, and Jason Grady PH Steger 61. Again, sorry if I'm having trouble pronouncing your names. I've never really been good at that. And And I want to thank the people who made this film, like my cast, who I really wanted them to join me in congratulating us for making this film, but I couldn't get a hold of them. I'm sure they've moved on to better and to bigger and better things. I want to thank my casting director Bob May, who was one of my teachers at my college, who was a dear, even though we got off to the wrong start when we first met, but we buried the hatchet and we made a couple of great films together, and he was a dear. I really thank him for that. I would like to thank Scott Metter, my animation teacher. I mean, I've dabbled in animation since I was a kid, but all animation is pretty much the same thing. But Scott Metter helped me discover Blender, which helped me evolve into 3D animation. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't discover this program and discover my true passion. I thank him for that. And I would like to thank my screenwriting mentor, Mr. Churchill. He really was a nice guy. He taught me how to write screenplays. He even helped me cut down Aliens Unleashed because that script was originally 316 pages, which is a minute per page. That's 316 minutes. And he helped me cut my baby, and I was able to get it down. And he was a great teacher. And even though we didn't agree on most films, he was still a nice guy. I'd like to thank the support of my siblings, which were which were really nice to which are really good people, and they've supported me from the beginning despite my Asperger's condition. I want to thank my dad, who always thought this was my best script. May he rest in peace, and God be with him. In fact, he was the one who suggested the hypersonic sound that I used in the script, and that was a fitting homage to him for suggesting it. And in fact, the name of my film production is actually named after his video company that he had when he had a video store back before streaming days, Good Time Video, and his vending company, Good Time Vending. So yeah, that's the name of my corporation. Which is an homage to him, Good Time Film. I love you, Dad. I miss you every day. Um, and and like I said, like you guys obviously know I'm not a good animator, but you appreciate the film for the story, and like they said, it's a good starting point for a storyboard film and everything and that's kind of how I see it. Um, and again, I have more projects coming. Like I've got Aliens Apocalypse I'm currently working on. I'm also there's just so many future projects I want to work on. I also kind of took a break to work on a Friday the 13th prequel called Pamela's Tale, which is a prequel to the story of Mrs. Voorhees from Friday the 13th. But I'm sure you guys prefer that I focus on aliens, which I am trying to. Again, I'm busy with my job, so things are just I've got to focus on what gets me some money and everything. Um, I've discovered new programs, like I've discovered a program called FaceGen, which allows me to make models of people based on pictures, which is an incredible program. Which will help me a lot because first of all, it helps me with my fan cast, like who I wanted for the film if the film was real. Which is also good because because instead of looking for a model that looks like the actor that I want, I can actually make a model of the actor that I want, and they're all fully rigged, so I don't have to worry about rigging them myself, which is a bitch for me. I've also I don't want to do this, but it's really hard to find actors who will work for free. So I've discovered a program that allows me to play the voices of characters. Like it's a program that can imitate voices based on the recording and everything like that. It's a great program. I mean, it might not be perfect. I mean, I've gotten mixed reviews, and so this allows me to do 100% of the movies myself. And again, I don't want to do it. I want to work with actors, but it's just really hard to find people, especially the first one was hard to do, and then with the second one, it was really hard to find some actors for that too. But it's the only thing I can do. I hope that you enjoy the films, despite the fact that it's all me. Um, and like it's really too bad that Neil Blanco's movie got canceled because we kind of had the same idea. I mean, he denies that he was going to retcon 3 and 4, but there is no way he could have brought back Newt Hicks and Ripley without cloning, which would have been stupid, or retconning. So yeah, like it would have been better just to retcon it, especially since like I just never really liked Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection. But to each his own. But last, like it's really too bad that it got canceled, and but at least I've still got my films. Like in the words of Adam Savage, I reject your reality and substitute my own, and that's what my films are. Um, and last, I have fun with it, and one last thing before I sign off, to all the naysayers who put down my ideas, such as the people at AVP Galaxy who are really rude to me for saying that my idea is stupid and everything like that. I mean, you know who you are. So anyway, again, thank you. I really appreciate all of you. Your kind words were enough to make me keep going. And again, I really appreciate that you like the overall story as opposed to how crappy my animation is. You guys make me want to keep going, and it really breaks my heart that I just can't focus all my time on it because of my job. And but like I said, you guys make it worth it to hear your kind words for the love of Alien, and and the characters who I've brought back to life, and like who I like. So what I say to the fans is thank you. That's all that's all I can say. I can really I appreciate everything for what you and I appreciate all your thanks. This is Wayne Tony Inc. 91, also known as writer, director, animator Wade B. Wyeth, signing off.